I'm going to have to put some diesel in. Just had an enormous amount of rain today. Heavy, both quite a long period of rain, but also very, very heavy rain. See that rubber gasket still a little bit. I haven't found a way of doing this without spilling it yet. Me, come on, getting off the seat. If I lift off the seat, it beeps. So I'll just use those, the bigger bits I'll just take out and put them in the dips in the road here and there. I might make a kind of drain there. I've got a pipe in the ground there, but it needs something more substantial really. It's effective though, isn't it? Look at that. It's like 7 or 8 centimetres. He's a good boy. Yes. I don't have a full socket set for these, so I don't have an extension, which means I can't get the tool out here, otherwise I would have used the extended bar. So there's a conflict. I don't want to put it on sideways, you know, at an angle. So it's a compromise to use the hammer, but it's a bit cold today, so it's minus 16 here now. And the day is very short now. I think the sun goes down at about 3 o'clock. I was kind of hoping that that the equipment here would be down against the ground. That seems all right. Now I have certainly put plenty of clothes on to compensate for the cold. For those of you that are here to see Viking shipbuilding, sorry about that. Go and have a look at some of the other films on the channel. There are playlists for all of the different kinds of work that I do. I would recommend clicking on the playlists if you're new to my films, because they make more sense. And I haven't been doing any more house restoring films recently because I think I've covered a lot of the stuff that I do, and until I do a project that's quite different from the films I've already made, there's really no point in repeating the material again and again, I don't think. It's quite time consuming making films like this. And my aim really is to kind of document what I'm doing. I'm not really aiming to have a successful YouTube channel really. Of course that would be nice, and in that respect, obviously, if people do like and subscribe to films, they do spread to others more, so that would be great. It is free, of course, to subscribe. I'm showing the adverts. See, these bits still stick out a long way, I don't know. Can't imagine that's going to fly really. Maybe I will put something through from the other side to hold that chain away from these bits that stick out. There are a lot of bits here that stick out. They don't really need to stick out that much. Were you expecting that to happen? Yeah. Tricky. Not too difficult to get it in the right place, eh? Oh, I think that can help. That was just what it needed. It really hasn't made much difference. It's 3 or 4 centimetres, something like that, but that's I can see now that there's quite a lot more clearance there. I'm going to have to get an extension bar so that I can get in here with the tools, because it's going to be difficult to tighten these up to the right torque. I'm really not sure what the torque is. So this year, the kind of what's been damaged on the tractor so far are the back 3-point system, which has bent when I've used the box grader. That it's quite big for this tractor. It's a very wide one. It's probably bigger than it should be really, and it gives a lot of leverage. So when I was reversing using it as a bulldozer, and these bits aren't strong enough for that. But I mean, in a way, I'm quite happy that there was a weak point, because I'd rather something that's easy to fix breaks than I break something on the tractor that's difficult to fix. I hit a stone the other day when I was doing the snow blowing, and it made the tractor stop instantly. And when I took the stone out and started up again, it all worked perfectly. So I don't know, there's some kind of safety feature that stalls the engine when something stops the PTO. I mean, I might have damaged something. I don't know. I just don't really have any experience with tractors, so I don't really know. I mean, I just have to wait and see, really. That's the trouble with being a total novice on something. Sometimes you have to suffer the mistakes and pay the price. Having a lot of experience, it definitely comes at a cost. But if anybody knows anything about that, please do comment in the comments. That would be really good. That does look a bit better, actually. It definitely looks a little bit wider. All right, I'm going to move the camera, take a new shot. I've taken the skin off my knuckles, so that's from the ice. It's very sharp when it's cold. It gets harder the colder it gets. I hope I didn't put the wrong way around. I'm sure I didn't. This one really does stick out a lot. great. Didn't take too long. We did that on the front wheels when the tractor was delivered. But I'm happy to do that now because it is very tippy, the tractor. It doesn't feel safe. When you're working on it, I mean, I have had it tipped up slightly, but only really in a very, very controlled way. I won't say too much because my mother's probably watching and she'll get the heebie-jeebies if she thinks I'm taking risks. But I'll pick up an extension to bring it out to here. But I can't do that today because it's a Sunday. All right, you get the message, don't you? I'm going to stop there. Okay. Yeah, it's cold enough to have to use the motor warmer. I've got even a charger on the battery there. Not a bad idea when it's as cold as this. But I'm going to try a cold start on the tractor. I'll just take away this jack. I just used the hammer to tighten up those nuts a little bit. I haven't got time right now to do a perfect job. I will definitely do it with a torque wrench before too long. It's just I don't have the time to do it quite right now. So let's try a cold start. There we go. It certainly looks pretty cold. I usually have it parked in the Grinbig, the tractor, but I just wanted to do this wheel thing today, so I've left the tractor here ready to jack up and change the back wheels over. So you probably can't see anything. Got a light here. There we go. I wonder whether to do it a couple of times. We can see what it says, what the tractor, how it feels. Everything's in neutral. I don't think it starts without it all being in neutral. That would have normally gone off now, so it's obviously is temperature sensitive. Yeah, almost there. Give it another go. Obviously, when it's cold like this, the battery is can lose quite a lot of its power. I'll just leave that ticking over to warm up. Yeah. Probably a bit noisy. lift off the seat, it does that. So that's maybe the frozen easel. A bit unsure about that. Just leave it to warm up a bit longer. I'm a bit worried that it's still too cold, and I was trying to use the PTO too soon.